Hi, I want to show you today how to use Chromeball in ArtEngine to generate high-quality materials. Chromeball was used in this demo scene that we presented at GDC this year. It was used to capture these sleeves here, and then SpeedTree was used to populate the scene. Chromeball uses the reflection in a Chromeball or obsidian ball to calculate the lighting direction and output a high-quality albedo and normal map. And here's an example of the Chromeball setup. You just need a tripod, a camera, and your sample with a Chromeball. The lighting direction doesn't have to be so precise. Let's jump into ArtEngine and let me show you how to create this material using Chromeball. After importing the images captured with Chromeball, what I can do is to select all the images, right-click, and Chromeball input. This will create a Chromeball node that I can generate my images. What it also needs is a Chromeball mask, which I already created before, or we can create it in ArtEngine. So if I go to mask paint, I can just go to my Chromeball here and roughly so painting a mask. So going back to the Chromeball here that is already executed, what I have is an albedo and a normal map. As you can see, it captured all the detailed information from my surface. At the moment, my material is not seamless. So what we want to do is to remove a seam. For that, we use a seam removal node. And just like that, it removed our seam. So inputs, output. Then I want to get rid of the Chromeball here. So I'm going to use a mask paint node and roughly paint out my Chromeball or obsidian ball in this case, and use a content aware fill to get rid of the Chromeball. So before and after. Next step is to generate all the other maps, since right now we just have an albedo and a normal. So I'm using roughness, heights, and ambient occlusion generation to generate all the other maps and composing everything into a final material. At the moment, my material is almost 2K. It's a little bit bigger than that. So what I want to do is to tile it till 4K. We can do that by using a mutation node. And by using a generic mutation node with no variation here and 4K output, you can see that my material was tiled 4 times. Some features here are repeating a lot. And if I use this in an environment, then I'm going to see that this material is repeating, which is not great for my environment. So what I want to do is to use mutation with some variation parameters, and that will give me a new variation of my material. So this looks better, but I have a different mutation that I'm actually happy with. And if I use this in my scene in Unity, for example, it will tile correctly and the tiling features will be less noticeable. What I want to do next is to separate the grass and the pebbles in my material. So by going back to my albedo here, I'm going to mask paint some of the grass features here and mask paint all the pebbles. I'm going to use a feature selector with AI segmentation turned on and clicking AI assist. It will separate my grass and my pebbles. I want to tell mutation to ignore all the pebbles and just generate me a grass material. And this is what it does. So at the end, I have a grass material with all the maps available. Then I'm going to combine this with my original mutation just to have more control over the grass. So this is what happens here. So if I'm adding my material, my blend, if I'm controlling the offset, as you can see, I can control the amount of grass. And finally, I'm using an output node with Unity export, Unity direct link, and pointing to my project path and choosing which rendering pipeline I want to use, standard, URP, or HDRP. Once I export, it will create a material in my project that I can use directly in Unity. My material can also be exported as images for any other renderer if you want to use it somewhere else and not in Unity. Thanks a lot for watching. That's all. If you have any questions, leave a comment and subscribe.